Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. You're tied in a tiny room, prepare for the fun. Your life as a sideshow has barely begun. So smile to us all of things that's yet to be found. And I do a song to make the merry-go-round. The merry-go-round. The merry-go-round. Boo-da-doo-da-doo-da-doo. Alrighty then. Let's just wait for everyone to join us. And hopefully people will be joining us. And na 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 na. Oh, I should set to. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Oop, yep, trust that from now on. See, my music actually good? Are we actually good? Alright, it's actually good. Nice. Now, this was a little bit of a more last minute, not very last minute, but more last minute that I'm used to giving out. And I usually like to give. Oh, that was very loud. Hold on. Oh, it's trucks. Ugh. There we go. Here we go. Recording curtains have been closed. And let's get started. Oh, no, get rid of that. Go over here. You get there. YouTube, why'd you do this to your to this? Now it sucks. Why'd you make your thing suck again? Oh my gosh. No. Gosh, they did a number on it, didn't they? Oh well, that's not for me to worry about, I suppose. Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night, a chemical, physical kryptonite, helpless to the base and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Alright, no. Go over there. No. Back, and back, and I don't know. We're just going to keep on going over here. You're going to go over here. And I guess I shall get started. And I think... Let's see, where did we end off last time? And then we shall end off there today. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Can't believe it took me this long to... Up. There we go. That. And that. And that's a mute. And let's see, where's the wings instead of horn? There we go. Alright, let's see where I can find Princess Luna today. Is Luna... Tis a writ. So Luna is... Oh, gosh, I forgot to lock the chair. Alright. Where's Luna hiding today? Is she up here? I mean, she usually is. Over... No, this is Celestia and Queen Chrysalis, funny enough. And I believe Luna is more up? Yeah, I think Luna is more up here. Not with the accent, but quite... But, yeah, right there. That sounds more like Luna. There we go. It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gouge themselves quite badly. Besides, thou art possibly the only person in all of Equestria who would so grope the royal wings. Thou art quite fresh with this familiar form, yet we have yet... It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gouge themselves quite badly. Besides, thou art possibly the only person in all of Equestria who would so grope the royal wings. Welcome, Pensive. Welcome. Let's go. I don't know why. Are you in chat? Also, chat broke for me. It's broken for me too. I can't see you. Why can't I see you? That is... Come on. Did chat actually break? Hold on. Yeah, no, that's what it was like for me too. That's why I thought Noah was here. Hold on. I have two people watching me, and hold. Gosh, it wouldn't be one of my streams unless something broke beyond repair. Is it because YouTube did a thing and broke everything? Let's see. No, I don't need breaks. Where is... Oh! Yeah, I get pensive. Let's go. Okay, so we have something now, which we have one person. Let's go. Chat is no longer broken. The one time I show up, chat breaks. That is so true. But hey, it's living now. Was it broken or was no one typing? It could be both, honestly. Let's see, can I type in this? Welcome to the mad stream. There we go. Now that works. So, yep, welcome. Welcome indeed. Oh man, I wonder where everyone is. I know it was quite last minute, but not the last minute. Like, where's our lesbian pasta? We ordered it a couple hours ago. But yeah, glad to see you made it. Oh man, it is. I as soon as I saw we're probably not going to get a stream until New Year's, I'm like, no, screw that. I am going to break expectations and have a stream just before New Year's, so that way I can say that, ha, I did it. I can barely hear since I'm in a VC of like 8 right now. Oh well, okay. Nice. I honestly that was me last night. I was there were so many people in VC last night. But yes, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been able to make it. Uh, I know it's mostly because of the weird hours it is right now. And maybe I might change it back, or maybe have like every once in a while have a special stream where it's back at like 4 o'clock my time. So that way it's more spread. I don't know. I'm gonna try a few things. But if it were to be a 4 o'clock stream, it wouldn't be Sunday. It'd be Saturday, because Sunday is always busy, but Saturday usually is not. Well, it is for half the year. For yeah, honestly, yeah, half the year it's busy. But yeah, definitely not doing anything like that until maybe just before Christmas. I'll do a special Saturday stream. Maybe. I don't know. I know I can't do anything after New Year's, because New Year's. So the way that my work is doing New Year's this year, and I'm glad that we're getting any time for New Year's off at all. But it's New Year's Eve, we work half a day, and then New Year's Day, we get the day off. And so Friday, we still have to come back to work. So we work 2.5 days, get a day off, and then come back to work one day. And I'm like, no, I don't. So some people are already like requesting that Friday off. And I said, no, I'm going to double it. And so I'm coming in for Friday and Saturday. And so that's going to be a fun weekend. That's probably going to be the couple slowest days of the year. But hey, money is money. Especially since we're now in the super slow season. And some people are just taking every single day that they can get to work to just try and fill out their pay stubs. I don't want to, because I feel like I would want to murder someone, possibly myself, in Minecraft. Even if they are very short days. I will say, I did get confirmation from work yesterday that, oh hey, you don't start until 9 tomorrow. And I'm like, cool. I have no idea what I'm going to do with an extra hour in the morning, but awesome. That being said, I might use it to edit, honestly. That is, if I can do it before shorts takes my attention span away. It's like the Fae. You don't prepare yourself for it, you accidentally click on something, and then you're lost for the next hour. If I could get something that just disables shorts on my phone, it would be so helpful to my time management skills. It'd be so helpful. And I try so hard to not do that. And it still happens. So, yeah. This is why I only listen to podcasts during work, or else I would get nothing done. Any hoozles. I was looking at. I was looking at a different thing. And no one's here to stop me from recording, which is a new thing for me. This never happens. Ah, yes, yes, I'm still on the same paragraph that I always was, and always shall be. Boop, and boop. It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gouge themselves. It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gouge themselves quite badly. Besides, thou art possibly the only person in all of Equestria who would so grope the royal wing. The why is royal wings such a tongue twister? Drake, I demand to see someone about this shenaniganery. Also, what do you mean, YouTube, that you're not receiving enough video thing? It's it's a still image. What do you mean? What do you mean? I need a better internet connection. Gosh, this is so annoying. Maybe hardline. I don't know. I'm going to talk to people because this is ridiculous. I pay way too much to have this crappy of a connection. It does occur that if stop giving Luna an accent, she does not have one. It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gorge themselves. It does occur that if one is not aware of my horn, they could gouge themselves quite badly. Besides, thou art possibly the only person in all of Equestria who would so grope the royal wings. Thou art quite fresh with this familiar form. We may yet have a word with our niece. Microwave noises intensified. We may yet have a word with our niece. I yanked my hoof back as if burnt, and she grinned at me. At ease, merely a jest in truth. Oh, no, 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 no. Bup, bup. At ease, merely a jest. In truth, I may have flicked Cadence's horn out of curiosity. I would rather avoid a repeat performance of something that could so easily shatter the disguise. I felt relief wash over me. Could you perhaps adjust coloration somewhat? Emerald Glen has been seen in the company of Lieutenant Armor on occasion, and he is very familiar with it. Do tell, I would never have imagined. I gave the princess a flat look and continued, as if she had not interrupted. Unless he is with Cadence at the time, he will likely believe you to be her in disguise. Such an interaction would be... Say no more, say no more. Though such could be fun, I would not torment my niece so, and the captain-to-be is hardly my type. I managed to pick the perfect spot. And you get over there, and you get over there, and we will have a grand old time. Just so. I nodded, and she gave me a look before the color seemed to bleed from her disguise, leaving her a lovely shade of gray with a pearlescent mane which grew longer, then still longer, until it was nearly as long as her ethereal one was. On her slightly taller body, it was quite striking. More practice, I take it? A cheeky... Sorry, Sorry. Something happened. I don't know what it was. Ugh. A cheeky smile. The princess was an artist, and I could tell she was enjoying herself. If we are going to go out, why not as a pony of some If we are going to go out, why not as a pony out of someone's dreams? If we are going to go out, why not as some If we are going to go out, why not as a pony out of someone's dreams? No Emerald No, no Emerald Glen, this No Emerald Glen, this, I acknowledged. Let us call this one Lady Moonstone. Let us call this one Lady Moonstone. Let us call this one Lady Moonstone. Oop. No Emerald Glen, this, I acknowledged. No Emerald Glen, this, I acknowledged. I have no idea what those words are supposed to mean, but you know what? That's probably not my problem. If he had a problem with it, he'd be here telling me off about it right now. It would be fine. Everything would be just fine. Oh, why does autocorrect hate me so much? Fair enough. Shall we inform the castle of our leaving? Ah, our sister slumbers, no doubt. Our sister slumbers. Hold on. V! Welcome, V. Welcome to the live stream. This very totally not last minute live stream that I thought up as soon as I woke up. Yep, nope. This was all pre-planned from the beginning. Possibly. I have no idea. Do things even need to make sense anymore? Oh. No. Oh, that was a weird thing. But welcome, V. Welcome to the live stream. How's you be this evening? Glad you can make it. We are just talking about Lady Moonstone. Ah, our sister slumbers, no doubt. If any know of this form, it will defeat the purpose of holding it. We shall sneak out, as our niece does. I briefly considered denying the accusation, but I was beginning to strongly suspect Cadence and Shining rendezvoused more often than even I knew about. That was a weird pacing thing that I did. But I was beginning to strongly suspect Cadence and Shining rendezvoused more often than even I knew about. I could hardly blame them. Their courtship was stretching long. Captain-to-be, Luna had called him. Soon enough. The thought warmed me for him, and I decided to support this bit of whim. As you command, your highness. We might actually get a chapter done today, V. I don't know. There's so little distractions happening. It's going to be weird. I might even get 2 chapters out. 2 chapters all finished and recorded. Man, if I did that, it would be... I wouldn't know what to do with myself, I'll be honest. I know. Dramatic gasp over here as well. It would be a new Academy record. That's what it would be. Princess Celestia raised one imperious eye as she looked down upon me and her formerly, and perhaps not so formerly, wayward. Why did I think that word was an L in there? What was what was happening there? Princess Celestia raised. Oh gosh, the mic's not even in the right place. What am I doing? It's like I don't even know how to do this, which sometimes I don't. I will admit. So most of the time, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Well, that's the story for a different day. I'm here and I bring distractions. Welcome, Farfalla. It's good to see us in the live stream. And for once, I am not late. Haha. S'il vous plaît. I am on time. I was more than on time. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see everyone. And I honestly, this stream was to just spite the accusations of there's probably not going to be another stream until New Year's. I can't become that predictable. That's. What's funny is that I was more consistent during the summer when I was working consistently 50 to 60 hour weeks. And here I am in the fall/winter where I'm working like 40 to 50 hour weeks and I'm still having a hard time maintaining that schedule. The distraction is Linux. It's difficult on low supported hardware. Yeah, that's fair. I'll be honest. I'm going to see if I might have a test computer to see if I can handle running Linux. Because I want to switch over to Linux because Windows annoys me so much in so many little ways that I really want to move over, especially with all the stuff that Microsoft is doing. I want to move over to Linux. The issue is that a lot of things aren't supported in Linux, and a lot of those things I need/want to do on a daily basis. So I don't know. finding Arch 64 versions. Oof. Oof. My condolences. You're running Arch, by the way. Yeah, I'm thinking if I did run Linux, it might be Mint or Pop! OS. I heard both of those are pretty decent distros to use. Um, I've heard people say good things about Arch, but I don't know if I'm nerdcore enough to run Arch. I could probably run it through Wine. Yeah. No, funny thing that you should mention that. I specifically looked up the programs and it's like how to run this on Linux. And the developers are like, we're never going to support a Linux version. And then all the comments was, yeah, I tried running in Linux and it's next to impossible, so good luck everyone. So oh, ARM 64. Gotcha. Oof. Oof. Best of luck to yous. But yeah, if I'm moving to Arch, there are a handful of programs I absolutely require to work. And because most of my apps are already open source and supported on Linux, but the apps I absolutely require to be on there is is the Affinity suite of apps. I need Affinity Publisher to work if I were to move over. That is the number one requirement. Also, the Minecraft launcher, not through Steam, but through Mojang's launcher and be able to run mods. That would be my two requirements. Other than that, and let's see, anything else I need to run through there that's not already open source? I mean, Inaudible maybe, but that's a different bag of worms. Yeah, everything else I could probably get Linux distro version. Oh, Videotube. That's how I do my PNG stuff. Ah. It feels like everything but my SOC is well supported. Oh, that's fair. That's very fair. But no, like all the programs that I use definitely have Linux counterparts like Calibre, Audacity, Discord, like OBS. Like those are the ones I run near daily, or at least well enough. It's Affinity Publisher, which I do all my book typesetting on. That needs to work well. And Videotube, which is what does my PNG tuber in the corner here. I don't even. It's still a beta, so I don't even know if it does support Linux. Oh, are you trying to do like Strix Halo or something like that? Or is this a different ARM processor? I've but yeah, I've never heard of Arch. Arch 64. Is it the Pirate SoC? The Arch. So extra annoying that it's not well supported. Well, is it not well supported because it's more of a niche? It is more of like a higher end consumer grade thing, or is it just because it's ARM 64, and they're still building up support from that for everything? Honestly, yeah. That gosh, I'm looking into getting a new computer soonish because my graphics card sometimes cannot handle the things I do anymore because it's a mobile 1660. So I need to upgrade eventually. Although I am looking, and I can't decide whether or not I want a desktop or a laptop again. Because I like the mobility of a laptop. Unfortunately, I did not do enough research when buying this laptop. And it just basically turned into a desktop because it just needs to be plugged in the wall constantly. Oh, it's a x86 64. Nice. Oh, it's a niche product. Well, that that's a shame. Arch is a distro. Yeah, I know Arch is. I've just never heard of a Arch 64 before. AR. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've just never heard of a Arch, so I just assumed it was Arch. And then you're like, no, it's ARM. I'm like, ah, I've never heard of this thing. So best of luck to yous. What was I doing? Oh, I was reading. That's what I was doing. Oh, so I over the weekend I did watch the FNAF 2 movie and I watched the new Digital Circus episode. Very intriguing, both of them, and for different reasons. For FNAF 2, it's opening weekend, so I won't spoil anything. I'll wait until next time. Um because spoiler warning is always for at least what is it? Spoiler warning is like a week and whatnot. I know some people are like, oh, it's like 3 days. It's like, no, probably a week. So, what I was going to. So, with the FNAF 2 movie, it's weird where it ended, but I can understand why it ended there. Interesting places where they took some of the characters. Um, Also, I will say, Mike, is horror is like the stupidest guy in the paranormal universe because he constantly denies that the paranormal exists. Well, he acknowledges it exists, but he wants to be as far away from it as possible. And I'm like, dude, your sister, your little brother was murdered, and your sister was about to be murderized by by ghosts in the shell controlled by a dude. Your life is never returning to normal. It's like like you just can't go back to a normal life after all that, especially since you know that it's only becoming more prevalent. Oh gosh. Also, he gosh, he's such a stupid character for a paranormal movie. It I guess it's probably realistic. Yeah, it's like I said, it's probably realistic, but it does make it harder to watch sometimes where it's just like I want to pretend that it does not exist, and it's like thing is you open Pandora's box. The genie is not getting back in the bottle, no matter how hard you will it to be. Like, you know for a fact, Ghost Kids exists. And, like, and also, like, I feel like if I was in that situation, the next thing I would do after finding out that that happened would be to research and find out if anything else happened at any of these other because being big in the 80s, it probably had lots of things happening. So I'm just like Mike, you literally just walked out of that house, said everything is good now, and then proceeded to not be any more curious. Then proceeded to be like, nope, that nothing paranormal is going to happen from this creepy restaurant. Definitely not from the guy that we helped murder, or that we helped the kids murder. I it's his like one of his last decisions in that movie just infuriated me so much. And I watched the movie with my nephew, and he was also infuriated with that part as well. Um, and it has to do with the box. Anyone that's watched the movie knows exactly what I'm talking about, probably. The last thing that Mike does with that music box is so stupid. But if he didn't have the plot armor of the main character, he would have died halfway through the first movie, I swear. But I won't say anything else because we're still in spoiler wall for the FNAF 2 movie uh, until for another week or so. And so, but yeah, bar that, I also did watch The Amazing Digital Circus like a little bit before starting the stream. Very intriguing episode. Honestly, I thought someone was going to abstract or they leave it on a cliffhanger as like a two-parter because like the last because it's only an 8 episode series. So like what are they going to do for the last episode? I can't wait to find out because they've taken it in directions that I had no idea existed. So I am very curious. Yes, holy shit, that episode absolutely. Um it is a very that episode. Yeah. I I will also not say too much about it because, spoiler wall and whatnot until at least next week. But I will say, very interesting episode. Nice to hear about some of the earlier history. Um, I'm just curious how they're going to wrap up the entire series next episode. Unless, like, next episode's like an hour long. I have no idea how they're going to pull it off because Like that, it's such a build up, and they left some plot threads hanging for people to pull. Also, there's two more. I thought episode 8 was the last one. Is it a 9 episode series? It was going to be 8, but mid 7 they decided to make it 9. Okay, so this is new news. Okay. Okay, that makes me feel better. That makes me feel a lot better because I'm like, how are they going to wrap? Okay, so if the next episode's a two-parter, I can definitely see that being much better pacing, but still they're like, yeah, all this, I guess it makes me wonder, how is the show going to end? Is it going to end with them just all like someone abstracting and then someone else taking their place? I I don't know. Like I know they confirmed that Kane is not going to abstract, but I am very curious how anyone else will, like, how the show will end at all. And I know I should probably watch I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I should probably read that. I'm a very slow reader, and I don't feel in the mood to read books that aren't horse words at the moment. You haven't seen any of the Amazing Digital Circus? That's fair. There's a lot of people that I know that haven't seen the Amazing Digital Circus. I'd say give it a try. Um, I will say my favorite episode is the Halloween episode because the first two are just like about establishing the world, and then episode 3 or 4 is when like you get into the meaty bits. And Kinger is honestly my favorite character. Got serious. I Have No Mouth vibes in 7. Oh, absolutely. But I need to watch the episode in order to, and I need to read that book in order to see the all the more connections. But that's also on top of me watching the season 2 of Has Been, because I haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh man, I might Wednesday because I have the day off for my nephew's concert. There are two kinds of the Digital Circus fans. Ones that want to help them escape, and then ones that want to be in them themselves. Oh, those who love Kinger and those who are wrong. Kinger is my favorite. He's just the best, and I wish the best for Kinger. Yeah, some people were. I haven't gotten around to seeing season 2. Yeah, I I didn't even know it was out until everyone was talking about it, and I was like, wait, I didn't even know this was coming out yet. Last I heard was they like released the an album for the series, and honestly, I thought that was just them hyping up for a soon release. I didn't realize that they like basically released on the same day. So, so I was very, very confused. Other than that, it's good. Also, hi Karma. Welcome to the stream. How is Diablo 3? I heard it's a very good game. Oh, sorry, Diablo 2. And how was Diablo 2? I knew it was a Diablo game. Yeah. How was it? I've never played any of the Diablo games, but I heard they're fantastic. Kinger locked in. Absolutely, Kinger locked in. I'm sorry, but Kinger using a double barrel to one shot, to one two shot, two different monsters rapid fire was golden. Oh. Let's go! Firefox finally works on your phone. Let's go, Farfella. Congratulations. Congrat. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Remembering how much I missed it. Yeah, I've heard that's what a lot of people's reactions are to it. I hear it's super good. Playing Paladin, nice, very nice. Going for an idle build. I will say I love how Kinger Kinger in the gun episode was so good. And someone pointed out the detail of Kinger luring them into a dark space for close quarters combat, so that he would have the better advantage as the season programmer. Spam hammer and win. Oh, not to idle yet. You're getting close to idle then. Oh, I one thing I did want to like maybe put out there is that y'all may remember a while ago where I might not even have said this on stream. It's been so long. I put out an idea where I might be updating my OC. And this might not sound like a big of a deal, but to me it is because I drew this guy back in 2016. And despite having various issues with the way he looks, I have not changed it because too many people knew me as him. So so I've always been afraid to update his look at all. And now I'm thinking of it. My first thoughts was to make a pony proto-gen kind of deal, magic technology. Love that kind of stuff. And I realized it would for my in my brain, it would only work. So you're jumping on the bandwagon and doing Changeling. No, 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 no. I did think about it, but it felt like it was going to be too cliche. So I also already have a Changeling OC. No one ever sees him though because I only used him for one story and a backstory for someone else. But Equinox wise, I was like, oh, a pony gen. That sounds really right. Until I'm like, wait, no. In the timeline of the show, which is where my character mainly is at, it would make no sense for technology to be that advanced. So I'm changing my mind and maybe have like if I did a cyberpunk art piece, he would be a pony gen at that time. No, for right now, my idea is to make him an Andalusian horse. If if you do not know what an Andalusian is a red, just make him a red and black alicorn and be done with it. No, he's already OP. I don't need to make him scream OP or I'm emo. I already have a couple of friends that already do scream I'm emo with their characters. Andalusian horse. Let's see if I spelled it at all correctly. No, I did not. Because who can spell anything anymore? But it's. But yeah, honestly, I feel like my biggest issue with Nox the way that he is that his coloration is a bit boring. There are so many people that chose white body, black mane, to the point where I've met at least four of them. Wispy all the cliche. No. Oh, you played Red Dead 2. For some reason, I saw RD2 and I was like, when in Left 4 Dead is there a horse? Oh my gosh, my brain is mush. Let's see, can I? Oh, can I not do the whole thing where I get to change? Hold on. No, 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 no. Am I gonna have to make a new thing? Hold on. Work. Uh, this? Oh, it's capturing the wrong screen. Hold on. Ancient. There. Properties. And then do the other monitor. There we go. Okay, so this is an Andalusian horse. V would be a changeling. Let's be honest. Idol is his OC. Absolutely. I think we've all just kind of we all just kind of know that he's an OC. That sometimes is part wolf from because where is the wolf? Right there. I'd be a diamond dog. You'd be a diamond dog. I'd be a dirt. No, no. I'm a Pegasus. Although no, honestly, I've been thinking about changing him to be an Earth pony. But Solstice is already an Earth pony, and Solstice inhabits Equinox. So technically, I'm both a Pegasus and an Earth pony. So, but that's deep into the lore of my own character. But this is the coloration I'm thinking of bringing over to Nox. More of a dappled look with black socks and a blackened muzzle. That is my idea, to just kind of make him look a little bit different from every single other white coat, black maned horse. Just say you're a changeling raised by ponies and sometimes change your tribe when you feel like it. so so thing is I can't do that. Hold on, I need to turn off the screen real quick and go over to my photo library because I do not trust anything in this because I don't know what people have sent me. Uh, where is Solstice? There's Solstice. Come over here. So now we get to see Solstice, and he's a goober, not a goober. Technically, Nox is the goober. He is the evil spirit of the Everfree. And Equinox is the host. I've had this almost nearly as long as I've had Nox. And honestly, if I came up with Solstice before Nox, Solstice would be my main OC. But instead they're separate. But he is a cool looking dude. Nay, a secret twin brother. For some reason, you have an older brother that you must defeat. Nay, a secret twin brother. So, I guess we're going to go into the lore of of my OC, where I've never written anything down, but some details always remain the same. So, Nox used to be an earth pony named Woodburl that lived about 1,000 years ago until some calamity, insert calamity here, happened, where he has to make a deal with the local where he has to make a deal with the local forest spirit. Forest spirit uses Nox as a host, or Woodburl as a host, and this is Woodburl is actually closer in design to Solstice. This is his actual body, and then Equinox is the cover up. Or Equinox is not the cover up, he is the disguise that is put on. So people aren't put off by, glowing eyes and vine tendrils. Secret twin brother that is evil? How original. I'm so daring today. He's so to ponies he is evil, but he himself is not evil because he is nature. So he's more apathetic to mortal ideals in general. So not technically evil, but people might perceive him as evil because of his actions. He's actually more Fey-like than anything. I think I've toned him from being straight evil to more Fey, which I know that that's more of a changeling thing to be, changelings to be Fey than anything. But no, Solstice is more Fey than anything else, and he just wants to have some fun. And most of the time, he is never ever active unless Equinox hands over the reins, because Solstice doesn't really need a body. He only needs a body to enact will on the physical world, but that doesn't happen that often. So we're going to cut away from that, because that's part of the backstory that I haven't written yet or written down, because I can't do that. Can't have Celestia and Luna sensing your evil intent. Thing is that I'm actually going to be joining the Rift Cafe as part of some certain projects. And the idea is that there are several people that can sense the people's souls. So the reason why they can detect Equinox, but they can't detect Solstice, is that Equinox's soul is concentrated in his body, whereas Solstice, his soul is the Everfree itself, so he just leaves too faint of a signature to actually be picked up over background noise. So that's why he can remain undetected. And also, in canon, he is like 1.5 to 2 feet taller than Equinox. Equinox is a tiny, lithe little Pegasus, whereas Solstice is more Big Mac, maybe even Trouble Shoes size. So, yeah, no one thinks that this tiny Pegasus is actually the giant, monstrous forest spirit. And if I ever had any talents of animating, I might draw that transformation sequence, but since I do not have that, I'm not going to. So, all this to say, I'm thinking of becoming an Andalusian pony. And that's it. And that's my extent today. Hold on. Did chat die? Hold on. Did my chat box die because I switched things? I am going to be so upset if that is the case. If it is the case, I'm going to have some strong words to someone. Just need to make sure it's working. Does it show up? It does not. Well, why not? Why do you not show up? Okay, so backup chat works. Yay. Okay, it does. So it does work. It just cleared the cache. That I wish it did not do that, because that made me very concerned for a second there. And I do not like being concerned for a quick second. If I'm going to be concerned, commit to the bit and do it for like at least a week. But that's besides the point. Oh, sevens to the chat. But yeah, so if you see my little PNG dude change, that's the reason. I'm testing out some new ideas. In other news, I read Pensive was here. They are just in a VC of like 8 other people, so they cannot come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after the tone. What do you mean, did I die again? Or are you talking about, did Pensive die again? Because if it's Pensive that died, probably. But if it's me that died, no? Maybe I'll have to get a heart monitor to see. I honestly I don't know. Although technically neither Nox nor Solstice is alive in the classic sense. They're basically reanimating a hunk of wood. So I guess that technically means that they're a lich. I don't know. I'm kind of fuzzy on D&D terms. I thought it was about pensive. I also thought it was about pensive. And then I realized it could also mean me. But since you're responding to me, I assume that it's not about me and it's about pensive. But yeah, pensive showed up, said, I am here. I didn't miss it. But I can't hear anything because I'm in a VC of 8. And I'm like, sounds good. As as for you, when are you writing your OC stories so V and it can add you to the canon? Uh, I did not want to make it about me. When have I ever wanted to make things about me, myself, or I? We don't even get along with each. Me, myself, or I never get along with each other. Me is always too self-centered. Same with I. Myself, he's a cool dude, though. Well, technically, I'm part of a canon. Maybe not the canon, but I am part of your canon, if I'm remembering correctly. Because don't Solstice and Nox show up in Colonel Hooves, or am I misremembering? I might be misremembering. I need to finish Colonel Hooves. I'm still at the same part that I was a few weeks ago, where I have only read a couple chapters after he changed, and that's about it. Also, everything. Also, when Circe met Thorax, I'll go back and make it a dream. I mean, technically, Nox and Solstice in your story, they is technically not even canon to my character. They could be who knows whose character, because I don't even have a twin. It's just me, and the ghost that rides on myself on my conscience because I made a deal once 1,000 years ago, and he just never moved out. At least he cleans up after himself, but that's a very low bar. Yeah, that story was written without a plan and reads really as a slice of life. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, I'll have to read it because I want to. I just never have time to read things. I'm not even reading things right now. And this is something that I've done for a lot longer. At this point, V will be finished with the book by the time I get to the Canterlot wedding. You're impressed that you managed to write it as well and end it as well as I did, or some of the comments lead me to believe. So, there was actually a game theory episode about this the other day, or yesterday. It just came out yesterday, and it's described that there are two different kinds of writers: a gardener and an architect. An architect knows exactly what's going to happen from the start of the story to the end of the story before the story even gets written. They know all the beats that they want to hit, and everything will just go according to plan. What you and V are gardeners. You plant intriguing ideas and what you want to write about in the moment. You have vague ideas what you want to be, but you let it evolve and grow naturally, and you just cultivate those ideas and they bloom into what and what feels right for the character in that moment in the world that you set up. You say after there's been no updates this year. I know. I at least got 3 chapters out this year. Yay. I am slowly but surely catching up to V. Woo! so, you, so being able to tie it all together, very impressive. Although most people are a mix of both architects and gardeners, where you don't know exactly the plot beats, but you know how you want to start, a couple of points in the middle, and how you want to end. But you just let the story grow and evolve naturally until you get to that end point. So you're like, okay, what if Idle was put into this situation? And you let it evolve from there. And you're not like, I need to have him meet up with Thorax. Perfect. I want to throw in Officer Friendly. Let's have that seed be there. I get a plan and sort of laid out and then never follow them. That is very fair. I've tried to lay out ideas and plots, but my brain becomes so fractured that I'm just like, no, I can't settle onto one thing either, because I do have a story about changelings that I wanted to write, and actually the first chapter is on my film fiction, and it holds the record as the shortest story on film fiction so far because it has a word count of 1. And I am very impressed by how I managed to break film fiction's own rules by having it say, yeah, your story count is 1. But I have a couple ideas where I want the story to evolve, but I have no idea where I want it to end because I have 2 different endings in mind for the character. One's a kind of like sadder ending that kind of makes sense for in a I've freed my brethren, but we were not made for this world at all, and they all just die soon after. Or like in a we were already dead. This is just the past catching up to us. And then the other one being a more poignant, happy, or not poignant, being more happy, like, yay, we defeated the bad guy, and now let's try and fit in modern society, kind of like what the Pillars of Equestria did after being released from Limbo. What has a word count of 1? Oh, yes, the one story on, or one of the stories on FibFiction that I actually wrote. I did not write the full story, mind you, but I did write parts of it. More specifically, exactly 1 chapter. And I haven't touched it since high school. Let me find it. Ah, yes, way back when. Gosh, that's such an edgy. Gosh, I have no idea why we call this story nowadays, but it definitely wouldn't be this. Yep. This is Hail the Conquering Hero, and my favorite part is that it has a word count of 1, and no one can take that away from me. No one at all. Gosh, I've written this a decade ago. I hate that it's been a decade since I've released this. It's been over a decade. Gosh, I released this 3 days before my birthday. I had no idea that was the case. Any hoozles. But yeah, it is right now the most famous for only having 1 word count. It's great. I love it. Anyways. How? If I had an answer to that, I don't know what I would do, but I'd at least have an answer to it. Also, welcome back, Pensive. How was that VC? Everyone was wondering if you were dead or not. glad to see you are not. But yeah, that's another thing is I don't feel like updating the story, even if I were writing more, because then I would get remove that that funny error. But yeah, the idea for that story in particular was a like let's go with it's a spec ops uh, mission. I got a semi idea. I was just glazing stuff on how he's going to change his OC and how cool he'll be. So not much was missed. Hey, I'm not the one that asked about any of those. I just told you, hey, here's what my OC is going to be. And then you kept on making up a backstory. I'm like, no, here's the backstory. So is it really glazing myself when people are already asking these questions and they want answers and I'm providing said answers? I only brought up one thing to this tangent, and we all know that Farfella would love for me to continue on said tangent because that means I won't be reading. You could have just been humble. No, I am the most humble person that I know. Yes, I have a award for my humbleness. Speaking of humble, anyone else excited for the Iron Lung movie? I myself cannot wait, and it unfortunately it's not showing anywhere near me. Well, technically yes, but they're like an hour away, and I want to watch it. I hope it becomes next to I want to watch it so badly, and there are other people in talks with our local theater to maybe get it there because we have a small theater brand closest to us, and one of their theaters already has it, and we're like, well, if you have it up there, you could get it down here, and they're looking into it. Going to dinner in FNAF 2 tomorrow with friends. Have fun. I really liked the movie. I can see why people have complained about it, but honestly, it's a good popcorn movie. A little bit slow to start for my taste, but it's pretty intriguing. And I love how and it's very interesting, and I can't wait to see more with how they've tweaked the story from the games. The last scene was very much a tease. The last scene was such a tease. It was. I was saying earlier, Mike. If Mike didn't have god levels of plot armor, he would have been dead a long while ago. But it's not usually that obvious. But $50 FNAF bucket the day before release. It's nowhere near bucket shaped though. Is it like Freddy's head or is it cupcake? Please tell me it's the cupcake, because that would be hilarious. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie, and I hope you and your friends enjoy it as well. It is definitely more made for fans than a general audience. And I know this because my nephew that I watched the movie with, he didn't watch it. He's never watched any of the lore or anything from the games. Uh, so he was pretty confused. Still liked the movie, but he was kind of confused. And he was like, "I'm going to go and see if I can find a playthrough to watch so I can understand the lore better." And I just sent him the game theory like playlist for FNAF because I'm like, here you go. This will help. This will help definitely with some answering some questions and confusing you on a lot more. If you watch people play the games, then the lore videos of people trying to figure out the movies do all right. Yeah, pretty much. It's a literal show stage. The back of the stage is a fillable area, so you get an upside down U-shaped bucket. Oh, that's interesting. They could have done so many different shapes for the FNAF bucket. Like, you had the toys. You could have, and you could have had Freddy's head. You could have had the cupcake. You could have had any of the animatronic heads, honestly. But you could even have it branded like Faz Popcorn or something like that. Am I showing it felt old seeing how many young people were there? And then here I am like, hello, fellow kids. so, so thing is I went to see it at like noon on a Saturday. There were two other people in the whole theater with us. Bucket and streaming. Why are you putting in stream announcements? It's stream related chat. But oh, that's interesting. You're getting so much less popcorn. But at least it looks cool. At least it looks cool. But it looks very cool. But gosh, that's like maybe a small popcorn's worth of popcorn on it. Well, it looks really cool. Good looking your hands anywhere that isn't the corners. Oh, that's funny. I will say, hold on. I need to send this to people then. Hold on. I need to send a thing. Also in stream announcements. Come on. Where did I put it? But yeah, I pulled out all the stops for the FNAF movie to the point where I brought out old merchandise from, and I had to choose: was I going to be wearing my film theory merch or my game theory merch? My knee gut reaction was to wear my game theory merch, but I felt it only appropriate to wear the film theory merch to the film of FNAF. Bucket is fairly big, would take up most of your laps sitting down. Oh, okay, so it is a pretty sizable bucket, but definitely not bucket size. But yeah, I can definitely see that. But yeah, I'm surprised at how long this shirt has lasted. But yeah, I had to break out the old merch for this stuff. I haven't worn this in years because I want it to last. Yes, film theory merch. I haven't worn it in public in ages because like the collar's all messed up because hangers have stretched it out too much. Should have worn both, but then I wouldn't have been able to show off. I would still have to choose because which one goes on top? Because it's not like I can wear half a t-shirt, even though they are on opposite sides, unless I Frankenstein both the shirts together. But then that would be a waste of good merch. So, but yeah, I will say the FNAF movie pretty decent. Definitely for fans more than for general audiences. But I cannot wait for FNAF 3. You can if you stitch it. No, I'm not going to ruin this ancient merch. The first merch that they ever did. I'm not going to ruin both. Yeah, because they don't make these designs anymore. This this is archaeological. I wonder even how many people still have these original designs anymore. Iron Lung and Sonic 4. I'm also looking forward to Iron Lung. I I'll be honest, I haven't watched any of the Sonic movies, even though I do own the third Sonic movie. I'm looking into getting the first and second Iron movie or Sonic movies, but until then, I can't watch any of them. So I'm going to wait to watch the third one until I get those other two down. I'm not a huge movie person. In fact, the last time watched a movie was FNAF 1. And then before that, I want to say it was Endgame. Like, I don't watch movies that often. Going to Iron Lung opening night. I am as well if I can find one close by. Because it's like Friday night. So I'm going to be able to just like go to like a 10 o'clock showing. And then watch it all. And then just pass out. Oh, you know what? For that one, I'm going to bring out my OG cloak merch for the showing. The first cloak shirt that I have that they made. I don't know why I have all these old pieces of merch still hanging around, but I'm just glad they fit me still. He's even asked about overseas rights to show the movie. Yes, I've seen that. And also, I have a friend up in Canada, and he's pissed that there's no movies anywhere in Canada, and he wants them to be so bad because he doesn't have a passport right now, and he wants to watch them. And if they sell a Blu-ray of Iron Lung, I definitely will be buying that. I love physical media to stuff. So if I can grab it, I'm going to grab one. I hope it's not just locked down to streaming only. But yeah, Iron Lung. Here's to like, gosh, I. It feels like it's the year of like hype because we got FNAF 2, we got Iron Lung shortly thereafter. Lots of cool things happening this year. And I need to watch more of those behind the scenes of the FNAF 2 movie too because it looks great. Tell his friend to ask the local theater. He may get the only showing in Canada. Well, thing is that in order to play in Canada, he has to have international rights, and they don't have those locked down yet, or they're in talks of getting those locked down. So, like, he could ask his theater all he wants, but until uh, it's released internationally, it won't happen. Physical media is forever by Laserdisc. Gosh, the only reason I know about Laserdisc is because of technology connections. You bought the Game Theory wallet and lava lamp. Oh, that's awesome. I I have the Game Theory PJs, the OG shirt, and the Film Theory shirt, and that's all. Oh, and I still have the Game Theory fidget spinner. Those are my pieces of Game Theory merch. We need Changeling Regard as a physical book. Hey, I'm making it. It it is being made. Actually, it's probably being made faster than I'm actually reading the book. I'll be honest, but I can't release it until the whole thing's finished. So, like, and I can't even commission an artist to do um, the book cover until I know how thick the book is going to be. Like, I might even need to be split into two parts before Canterlot and after Canterlot. I have no idea. Well, thank you, Pasta. But yeah, there's There's definitely going to be a physical print of Changeling of the Guard. It's happening. I'm making it happen. And I might be able to get Tyescope to do the cover art for it. It'd be very fun, and especially since my art skills aren't really suited to probably do it justice. I will say the cover arts that I've done for other book projects are very simple, but if you've read the series, you know how significant the simplistic designs are. And honestly, that's kind of my favorite kind of merch is the stuff that's hidden in plain sight uh, that are like insider knowledge. So if you see it and you recognize it, you're in. If you don't, it just looks like a cool design until you know about it, and then you're like, this makes it so much better. That would be cool. The first one up to the wedding is filled with art. Gosh, if only I could afford to fill it with art. That would be like a Kickstarter for the server. Fill it up with art. All the money goes to Tyescope to commission more beautiful pieces of art for it. No, it's got to be great. But yeah, I'm thinking two, maybe three pieces of art. Two, three volumes, depending on how long it gets, because it's already a pretty chunky book as it is. Especially if we go for like a common size of 6 by 9 inches. That's a very common size for books over here. Sorry, something got stuck in my throat. And I feel like if I were to split this book into volumes, I could probably release the first volume fairly soon because I feel like the perfect splitting off point is the cliffhanger of Idol telling is the chapter where Idol tells Shining that he's a changeling, and then Shining proceeds to knock him out. And that's the end of the first volume. That is the first volume right there. Second volume beginning with Idol being in jail. Because that's kind of where the story like splits itself very naturally too. So it'd be very easy to split it like that. As from what V told me, the second part might be just as long as the lead up to the wedding. Oh, so see y'all in another decade when V is finishing up the second part of the story. But no, I am definitely working on a physical iteration, and I am loving every second of it. There's a reason why when I was first starting to read through the series, I had a dinger for every typo because I made it easy for me to already have proofread the entire series before I went into proofreading. I proofread it by just reading it, and that only really needed to happen for the first few chapters until the time skip. So yeah. I need to install FEA. Oh, best of luck trying to get anything off of GitHub. I tried to install a video downloader for a site that I use, and I did all the instructions, and I was just like, "We don't have this thing." And I'm like, "Well, what is this thing?" And it's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "But why?" As I figure it out. Like, I'm not dealing with this, especially since this was a side project to begin with. I had a lot of side projects, I realize. Any hoozles. But yeah, I will say that the Changeling of the Guard print project won't be happening until I'm finished through my current project, which is uh, the Savage Sky series, which I'm about halfway through with that one. And so another 3-4 years, and then we'll start talks about doing a proper print project. A proper print project for our precious little Ling. Ling and Co. And who knows, maybe we'll get V to do like a dedication or a giant author's note at the end of the book. It can be very professional at that point. And the way that I'm planning on setting this up is it's going to be through a print on demand service. It won't be a limited print run, so that way, even if you come late to the party, you'll still be able to get a book. It's so everyone. So we'll talk more about it when it gets closer to that date. But I will say it's not something I'm leaving by the wayside because it's something I really want to do. It may have taken me forever to get started on the Savage Sky project, but I've been doing Changing Over the Guard for much longer, and 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 it's honestly farther along than that project is to begin with. Oh man, so shall we for like the last 20 minutes read a little bit? Maybe, possibly. At least to the next page break. Because we haven't even gotten to Idle clubbing yet. Or Idle taking Luna out to the club. But yeah, installing anything for... Gosh. Some project... I will say, Farfella, I wish you luck. Because I swear, depending on the author, the like those GitHub instructions are useless. I once tried to install a project from GitHub on my phone, and it took me 3 hours to do the first 2 steps of that process. Because within like these processes were just like, and do this, and do that. But then, so I had to research how to do this, which broke it down to be like, oh, you also need this. And I'm like, oh gosh. And so I did all those, and then it's something else needed to also work. So I had to do something else, and it was just nothing but side quests. So, best of luck. Has V ever stated when in the timeline the end of the story is? Also, welcome, Warlord. I will say that he has never said what the end of the story will be. He has never said something like that, but I do know about where in the timeline it goes, but I won't give specifics unless he wants to put it in chat himself. Heard something about printing. Wish I had access to a printer at home to print out some music sheets. If you're going to buy a printer, buy a laser printer or an LED printer. Do not waste your money on inkjet. They are just too expensive for what they are. I do not go clubbing. I use whatever weapons I have on hoof as necessary. Well, could hooves be used as clubs as well? So technically, guards don't even need billy clubs. They just are equipped with ones. But yes, I am planning. But to ask your question, Pensive, I am planning on doing a Changing of the Guard print project. I have leaked a couple of the chapters have already done in the Discord a while ago. I'm planning on cleaning it up a little bit more, and it's definitely not going to go anywhere soon because I'm currently in the middle of a different print project that I'm doing. Because Pegasi Productions is only one pony. I do not have time to split resources right now. Especially since I'm going to be working on building a house next year. So there's a different thing. There's lots of things going on. But yeah, I am excited to work on it. No, he told me what the ending of the story for real. Yes, he also yes, Karma. We were in call together. He told us as well. But I am. It is very interesting. I'm very excited to see all the lead up to the end of the story, and I can't wait for all y'all to enjoy that as well. I intend to end the timeline of the story when I post the last chapter. I feel like that's a good timeline ender. That's I love that. Oh my gosh. That's so good. I love that answer. I love that answer for what it is. But yes, I am. Yeah, I am currently just doing lots, lots, lots and lots, teasing us with the Gen 5 sequel. You'll never know until we're there. Keep writing the story until the story ends. Start at the beginning, end at the end, and all that, right? And that's what V is doing. He does have an idea where he wants the story to end, but maybe not how we get there. So I take it that this moonlit walk was very enthusiastic. For some ponies, yes, it was a very enthusiastic walk. No, beating someone with my hooves is clopping, not clubbing, Topaz. No, no, it's not. Idle, why? We talked about this. Oh my gosh. Yes, very enthusiastic. Gosh, I'm surprised that that's never been a timeline or a alternative canon. Is Idol being Helsing, or being Dracula, taking very enthusiastic moonlit walks. Or no, I could imagine. So here we can fold it into canon. It's a manga. It's another manga, and it was one of those magical ones that brings you in. Idol is Dracula, and Topaz is Police Girl. Although, what would Circe be? Or would it just be a duo adventure? Because that would also be very fun. Or would Idol be Police Girl, and Topaz be Dracula? Oh, that'd be a very funny turn. That'd be a very funny twist. My Wi-Fi is being rude. Well, tell it to stop. Just say no, bad Wi-Fi, and it'll fix itself probably. Also, welcome Seth. Welcome everyone again to the live stream. I'm probably going to be ending it fairly shortly, but no, another 15 at least. Gosh, why is my clock so wrong? It's like 2 minutes off of time. How did you were perfectly in sync like a week ago? Anyways, so it's probably the stream because I think my roommate's also using the Wi-Fi, and so is just dying on us. I'm hoping that it will stop dying on us soon, because I prefer it not to be dying on us currently. I very much appreciate that. I'm still subscribed to the headcanon in G5 Izzy is related to Idol. 100%. I love that headcanon. Where did you come from? Where'd you go? Where did you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you end up? Cotton Eye Doll. Idol. Gosh, you made me a prop. Yep. Yeah, I might even have to end stream early because it is. Gosh, it is dying. It should not be dying. Sit. Hold on. Why are you like this? Hold on. I am investigating because I've never had it be this bad before. Yeah, it's not just you. Something is going wrong. What do you mean encoding overloaded? Task manager, you need to be responding. No, you're supposed to fix the things, not join them. Oh. Hmm. Oh no. Um. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh. So yeah, it's not just you. Task manager stopped responding. That's a good sign. I don't know why it's not responding. I haven't done anything to it. Oh. This. Huh. Well, this is a good sign. Hold on. Are you still hearing me all right? Despite everything that's going on with the stream? Because, uh, I, I don't know what I did to upset my computer. Oh gosh, you're that far. Oh no. Also, welcome, Warlord. Uh, I vote V writes a one shot of Idol. Absolutely. I am down with that as well. Eh, mm. It is definitely dying. Yes, I feel like my computer is actually dying right now. Um, um, so I might have to end the stream early if I can even press the stop button. Oh, those fans are angry. Those are very angry fans. But why? I did nothing to you. I, I literally can't touch anything. Can can I? Yeah, it's an so I'm going to say have a good night, everyone. Until wait, it might be coming back. Hold on, is it coming back to us? It might be, might not be. Um, hold on, hold, hold. Let's see. Uh, offers hit any key to continue. Okay, so is it not used? Well, thing is my GPU is old. It's also a laptop, so I feel like Idol, if he saw Sunny, would see that she is an aliquot